went to the fish store today. My sister lives in the Sacramento area, and she knew of a great fish store there. And so I was like, well, let's go hang out. So we went and checked out the cool fish, and I got plants, and I got fish. I got fish actually for 2 tanks. I did not get fish for my little 5-gallon tank, but I got fish. I'm so excited. So Miss Audrey is having her first fish tank, and she entrusted me to find her some interesting things to put in it. So I did. I found some interesting things. Let's see. This bag has the snails. We got a zebra nerite snail as well as a zebra thorn nerite snail. Now, I don't know if you can see here. There he went. In the bag. Where is he? Okay, there he is. The zebra thorn nerite snail actually has a couple of these little hooks or spurs or bumps, but you know, thorns on its shell, and it looks really cool. And he's little and adorable. And then this bag here, it'll be easier by the tank. These are ember tetras for Audrey's little tank. Now these guys are young, so they're not fully colored up yet, but these guys are going to be bright red when they are fully mature. So they're going to look super cool. Nice pop of color in her tank. And the other fish that we got for Audrey's tank are these guys. These ones, here I'll put them here in the light. Those are sparkling gouramis. And again, they're really young, so they're not super bright colored yet, but they're going to be very colorful fish. They're going to stay small, and they croak or sing. They make little chirping sounds, which is really kind of cool. And Audrey is a total singer, so getting her fish that sing, she's really excited. For the big tank here, I got these guys. These are cherry barbs, and there is 1 male and 4 females. Now, the reason I don't have more than 1 male is because they are aggressive with each other, and the males will fight if there's not enough females. You need at least 4 females for every male that you have in the tank. So I didn't want to buy 10 fish. So we have just 1 guy. Oh, okay. And I have 2 of these guys. I have never seen these before. Let's see if I can get it clear. That is a moonlight gourami. We've never seen these beautiful solid silver fish that have no markings on them. They're just beautiful, and I can't wait to get them out of the bags and under the lights. And the reason that all of the bags are floating in the tank right now is because they've had a long drive, and we want to make sure that the water temperature is the same in the bag as it is in the tank, so that when they get put into the tank, it's less of a shock. Now, number 1 rule with fish tanks is do not put the water from the fish store in your tank. You have no idea what might be in their water system, so you don't want to introduce a bag full of whatever may be in there. So every fish gets netted out carefully and placed into the tank, and the water gets dumped. That's really exciting. I was like, oh my gosh, I've been looking forward to this reboot for a while now. And now we've got all the plants and we've got the fish. I'm going to be doing that until late tonight, putting it all in. So it's going to be great. But the guppies that I've talked about in the other tank are going to be moved into this tank tonight. And all of Audrey's fish I'm going to put into my tank as kind of a temporary holding spot because her tank isn't ready yet.
All the little fishies in the sea. The fishies are going to have a home.
Yep. I'm kind of cheating a little bit here.
First of all, cheating is never okay.
So I'm dumping the bag into something that my net fits in a little easier. And then I'm going to net them out. So they're going in this tank over here.
They're going over there?
They're going over here.
Jordy, the guppies in here?
I already moved the guppies in there.
Ooh, happy fish.
Terrified fish.
Terrified fish. It's funny, I said cheating's never allowed. Today at baseball practice, I had to explain to 9-10 baseball players that we're allowed to steal in baseball. And the concept of stealing bases. And like these little kids in this Christian baseball organization are going, Wait,
But
what?
stealing is bad.
But stealing's not okay. I know God says don't steal, but Coach says it's okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna go dump this and go get the next baggie of little fishies.
A very small fish tank.
Yeah. Alright, now these are the Ember Tetras, and these guys have gotten a lot more orange just since they got warmed up. Ooh, I think I got all of them. Ha ha!
That was cool. Fishies.
Now comes the hard part. I gotta catch these snails out of here. We'll see if I can manage it. I'm gonna do it by hand. Here we go.
That is skill. Oh my gosh. Oh, it got away. It almost got away. Oh, those are quick little boogers.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, dude, I am so...
He almost bit me.
Wow, did you just drop it? It's where I couldn't see.
Oh.
He totally did. All the internet wanted to see you drop that snail.
Well, I got the other guy. Here we go, here we go, here we go. You ready?
He's like, whoa, I've never moved that fast in my life. Alright. Those are some exciting tank additions there.
Brief comment about snails. In the garden, they're all terrible, awful, horrible. In the fish tank, depends on the species. There are Malayan trumpet snails that are horrible, that eat all your plants. And so you get assassin snails, the stripy guys in here. Those are the ones that will end those snails, and all snails, honestly. But other snails, like Nerite snails, which are what I got in there, are algae eaters, and they will help control the algae in the tank. So some snails are good, some snails are bad, and some snails are murderers.
What's next?
Okay, next I will do probably the cherry barbs, because they're spazzes every time I come near this bag.
And they're going into this tank?
They're going into this tank. So it's going to be like an explosion of movement.
Amanda fancies herself quite brilliant for this idea.
What idea?
Oh, ooh. Wow. Just barely enough. I now fancy you quite brilliant too.
There you go.
Yes.
I was like, and you agree with me.
Where is the personal worship?
Come on. All the ladies.
All the single ladies.
Well, 3 of the ladies.
3 of the single ladies.
Alright, here we go.
They're like, uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Come on, that was funny. Not even a chuckle. Someone out there laughed. I'll never know. Or maybe I will. They could be my new best friend. Just message me.
Alright, there's the 4th female.
Hey.
And now we're gonna get the boy. We should probably name him because he's so distinctive.
Red.
Fancy fish.
So now my mind is going on names that we can name a red fish. There's Red Butler. That could be funny. He looks like a Frank. Been good, Frank.
Frank.
Frank the fish. Frank the red fish.
Larry.
Larry is another great fish name. See what I have to live with. See what I have to put up with.
The incredible Mr. Limpet.
You could do that. He looks like a Terrence.
This one?
Yeah. Do you name your fish? Is that a thing? I feel like people should name their fishes if they don't.
There are plenty of people that do.
Is it fishes?
Fish.
Is it plural?
Fish is plural.
What's up, dude?
Isn't he pretty?
Oh boy. I like those whiskers. I want to give him like a samurai name.
He's a gourami. He's an Asian fish.
Yeah. He's got like the Fu Manchu action going on. I guess that's not technically Japanese though, is it?
But there's 2 of them. Because it was so pretty, I felt that I should have 2.
Yes, because there's no end to birthday or Christmas money when it comes to fish tank needs.
That's right.
Amanda's all excited. She actually spent her Christmas and
They're
birthday
schooling
money.
with the
all added
guppies.
up.
They're all hanging out together.
See if we can get a shot
And the
at
silver tip tetras. There's only 2 silver tip tetras in there now, and they're like so excited to have friends to school with.
Pretty fun.
This is why I like community tanks, seeing the schools of fish. Like, hey guys, let's hang out.
And this one is what?
He's also a moonlight gourami, just like the other one.
He's the last samurai.
The last one. He's lively. Come on.
What's a good samurai name? How about Philip?
Philip?
Philip the samurai. Look at those cool whiskers.
Feelers, actually.
I feel you.
Look at all the fish. There's life in here now. All right, now let's plant some plants in these fish tanks. I'm so excited. Plants are my thing. So let's go. All right, so this is the tank all fully planted up and stocked with fish. Now on the left, you're gonna notice that there's not as much plants there, and that's because that is the intake for the filter. If I put a bunch of plants there blocking it, it's gonna get all clogged up and gummed up. So the plants are going to fill out in front of it, so it'll be less obvious. But that's why that side of the tank looks a little sparse. But those plants are going to fill that in. I think it looks fantastic. We've got some different colors in there. We've got red, a lot of green, and there's some pink stuff in there. So it's gonna look really awesome when it all fills out.
How many gallons does this tank again? 40?
55.
55 gallons of aquatic life.
55 gallons of freshwater life.
So since this has all been planted, it's a little murky yet. Maybe in a couple days we'll catch a little bit fresh of just it all settled down, just so you can see it. I'm digging these little guys right up here at the top. They're so small. Just hanging out.
I like that all the schoolers are schooling together. It's pretty cool seeing a big mixed school swimming around.
Bloom. Except we don't want an algae bloom.
No algae bloom. Okay, so these fish have been in here for 6 days now. They're doing fantastic. We've had no casualties, which is great. But the light itself, the new light, has been on here for 7 or 8 days. And I cannot believe the change already that I'm seeing in some of the plants. And here, I'll show you the most dramatic one. Okay, so this is a water wisteria. You can see a lot of these older, like more damaged leaves. They're looking kind of more sad and pathetic. The whole plant looked like that. But now you come up to the top and it's got this gorgeous, bright green, happy new growth on there. It's looking fantastic. And I can't believe that's all come in just a week of the new light. That's just great. Hello, fishy fish. Now that says a lot about the quality of a light, right? The old light that was on there, these plants were suffering, they were sad. Now we do have this large plant here is melting a little bit, which is kind of a term for where some of the foliage is going to die back from stress from the move. I don't think it's going to die back all the way. I think it's going to have new growth before it even loses all the leaves, which it's kind of to be expected when you have a massive move like that, because you've disturbed the roots, you've moved it in and out of the water. It's whining right now, basically. Here, I'll show it to you. Okay, so you can see where the leaves here are kind of melting away. And the fish actually kind of think it's delicious, so they're keeping it cleaned up and not having all that stuff just floating around in the water. But yeah, it's a little mopey. But overall, I think it's going to recover just fine. It has a really healthy root system, and now it's got some fresh soil. Once those roots touch that soil, it'll jump right back. The final step in all this process, redoing everything, is getting Audrey's tank set up and getting her fish moved into it. So that's going to be just another project that I'm working on. Thanks for joining me on this kind of weird, not our normal footage. We've been crazy busy, and so I haven't really been able to get to a lot of outside projects because we started baseball this week. So we have been just crazy running around like chickens with no heads. But this is something that I can work on in evenings when it's dark out and you can't work outside. So that's what I've done. I've been working on this. I know it's not kind of our usual thing, but hey, you know what? It's still plants. They're just underwater. So I guess it works. Anyway, as always, this is your urban nerd with a goat herd telling you can grow where you're planted, even if it's in water. Catch you guys next time. So here is Audrey's tank with her fishies in it. She's got a combination of live plants and plastic plants, along with some decorations that came with the tank when we got it. And I decided to actually put sand in here. Now the fish tank projects are done for the most part. Just the occasional acquisition adding to the addiction.